Hi, I'm Mariani Abang Zain, or my Chinese name is Chen Pei Lan. Born Chinese, raised up Malay Muslim, so I consider myself Chinese Muslim. And I'm a breast cancer survivor. In 2010, September 2010, to be exact, it was the third or the fourth day of Puasa month. That's why Puasa is coming up. Ramadan is always very sentimental for me because on that fourth day of Puasa month, I suddenly felt a twinge at the side of my left breast. And I think that twinge was probably purposely done because God wanted me to feel my breast. And when I touched my breast at the side, I could feel there was a little lump, which is actually just pea size. And that's when I thought I better go quickly and have a check. And I went for my biopsy, needle biopsy. And the saddest part is that it came back positive on the eve of Hari Raya. So that was the saddest Hari Raya that the whole family got because it changed everybody. When I was first diagnosed, I don't know, it was kind of blank for a while. Of course, you start thinking, you know, what have I done wrong? Because I think I eat well, you know, and I do sports, I exercise, I do yoga, I walk. There's nothing that I said that I'm, you know, over the board with anything that I do. But I guess when it comes, it comes. That's why I always tell a person that cancer is actually like winning a lottery, whether you get it or you don't. It's just there, you know. Actually, I was never afraid about my treatment because I suppose, like I said, you know, my girlfriend had cancer. I followed her during her chemo time, and I know that she grew thin. So I was telling myself, okay, I'm fat. My only consolation, oh, I'm going to be thin. But I didn't even get thin. I was quite disappointed. My chemo was difficult because my chemo pot was dislodged. So it has to go through my vein. And I think it's my Teochew vein, which is very small. So I could feel it gripping, you know, on my hands. And it was very difficult. The side effect was, I think I was more prepared than most people, especially after looking, you know, seeing my girlfriend. In fact, the first chemo, mind you, I have my pail, I have my basin to prepare me on my bedside in case I vomit, you know. But really, I did not go through such things, you know. Well, like I suppose like most breast cancer survivor, they know that they will lose their hair. And I was fortunate that I was caring for a friend who also went through cancer. So when she had her second cycle, both of us decided that we are going to bowl her. So that's the same thing with myself. After my first round, I was tired of tilting my hair on my pillow, and before my second cycle, I decided that I'm going to bowl myself as well. And then I started wearing turbans. I tried to wear wigs, but oh my God, it's itchy. Not in this heat. So turban becomes something of me, and Now that my hair has grown, I try to take the turban off, but I don't look nice anymore. So I thought, oh, I'll leave it on. And of course, I went through my radiotherapy, 33 cycles of radiotherapy. The same thing, I remember it was 22nd of December, 24th, we flew off to Bandung and have a nice Christmas up in the cool mountains. Yes, initially I had surgery in Timberland for them to take as a biopsy. And I was quite lucky because at that time my husband was the Vice Chancellor of UNIMAS. So we were able to go to search for, top breast cancer professors in University Hospital and also SUKM, Hospital University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Dr. Rohaizak, because Prof. at that time was on sabbatical, so Prof. Rohaizak was the one who handled my case. And unfortunately, the margin taken by the doctor in Timberland was not enough. So I had to be wheeled into surgery again to take enough margin to take away whatever was supposed to be cancerous. So all in all, well, 4 or 5 times through operation. I practically eat everything because when I asked the doctor before I left, what can I eat? No batu, no kayu, no cement. Practically, you can eat anything in moderation because in order to plow back into health, you have to have all the different nutrients from all the different food. Otherwise, you can't get well. So I don't think, if I have to go, life is such that it doesn't mean cancer will kill you. My eldest brother walked on the street, having his morning walk, and pyong, he's gone, knocked by a drunk driver. So I suppose there's nothing to be scared. You see, I have my children pretty late. I felt that I was not ready to go. They were too young to be left without a mum. So I plow on because the children are there. And I think when the doctor diagnosed me, the one who was more devastated was my husband. Well, in my treatment, I always believe that destiny is in one's hand. You are like a sailboat, and you are the one who monitor the sail. You want it to go in this direction, that direction, or you want to go backward? Like I said, the destiny, the sail, you are holding the sail. You are like, sailing a boat. If you decide to move back or turn back, it's your own choice. And I'm not going to go back. I'm going to move forward. So that's my motto. I always believe that you should not be afraid to let other people know that you have cancer. Then people can help you. I have counseled a lot of people because they were afraid to go through chemo. They went through the first chemo and they started saying, I can't breathe. I said, no, you can breathe. It's your head that doesn't breathe. So you stop breathing, I said. So be open, do not withdraw, and be out there and be natural. A lot of people hide themselves and not be open. I think that's the saddest part.